Okay. Let's see, we're gonna bump this down just a bit. All right. All right, we've got one viewer. Whew, we'll give just a few more seconds. Got 2 people here. Woohoo! Isn't this fun? We can still have yoga class, even though we have to do it from our own homes. We'll give just a few more moments and we'll see if anyone else joins, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So today we are going to do a Strala strong flow. So we will have a nice, easygoing flow throughout, but we will go for some harder things. Oh, hi Lucy, how are you? This is awesome. This makes me so happy. So we will do some hard things. We'll do some softer aspects of things, a little bit slowed down at times, but we'll do everything with a lot of breath and nice and easy going. It's nice to see you. This is awesome. I'm very glad that you're safe, by the way. I'm glad you're in the United States and that you're not stuck somewhere and that Aether got home as well. All right, just a few more minutes. We always start 5 minutes late at the gym, so at least. So I guess we can wait just another moment. So hopefully this setup is okay. You're welcome. Let's make sure we can see me if I'm standing. Yes, benefits of being small. Okay. We'll go ahead. Oh, let me say this before I forget. If you want to, I'm going to be playing music very quietly here so we don't get copyright dinged. But if you have Spotify and you want to listen to music with me, I am going to use the Move Love 5 playlist on Spotify that I created for our classes. So if you want to look that up, just search for MOVELOVE, then V, like the number Roman numeral 5. So you can search for that, and then I will let you know. Hello, everyone else who's joining. I will let you know what song we're going to start on and at what time, and I'll just play it really quietly here so I can kind of keep up my timing. And then if you want to do it with me, then you can. And I'm just going to hold off for 1 more minute, and then we'll go from there. You might want to have some water nearby you. If you have blocks in your space, it might be nice to have a yoga block with you. I actually might grab one really fast from my little spot under the bed. Have your heat on in your house and you think you might get a little toasty. Then of course you could grab a little towel, or because you're in your own home and you don't have to worry about any cleanliness issues, you could always grab a blanket for your Shavasana. So I'll go ahead and grab this. And at the end of class, I'll show you a few different ways you can use a blanket to help your relaxation portion of class. So I'm just going to set that nearby, water nearby, and we'll go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start with the song Nectar Drop on our playlist. So wherever you're seated, go ahead and get nice and cozy. If you've got a block, you can sit up on it, maybe cross-legged, or you can sit on your knees, just bringing the feet back behind. Knees nice and narrow in front. Just whatever floats your boat today. Get nice and cozy here. It feels nice to roll a little bit side to side, forward and back, round and round. Just get nice and cozy in your own body. Start to deepen the breath into your belly. Sigh it right back out through your mouth or your nose. Just getting into your own body, rolling around a little bit here. And as we breathe a little bit deeper, we'll come back to a place of stillness. Just just a relatively quiet place to start sinking into our breath just a little bit more. Just allow that breath to roll up through your body, sighing it right back out when you're ready. If a little sway comes back into your body, go ahead and just follow it around and then just wind yourself back in when you're ready for it. On your next big inhale, we'll float the arms out to the sides, reach all the way up overhead. And then exhale, soften arms right back down. Another big breath fills you up. Exhale, sink back in. We'll do one more round of this. And then exhale, bring your palms together. Just plug your thumbs into your heartbeat this time. Just tune into your heartbeat. Just a few more easy breaths. Just getting into the habit of using the breath to fuel your movement. And when you're ready, we'll go ahead and come around to all fours. Just getting there however it feels nice. If you've got a block, you can just move it out of the way. Just take a few moments to roll around on the hands and knees, maybe dropping through a cat-cow, or your motions don't have to look like mine. They can be really chill. Just trying what works in your own body. You can take a little twist or crawl it around on your mat, or maybe just continue those cat-cow movements. Just trust yourself. Roll with what feels really nice. Getting a little bit loose. Then we'll send the hands about one handprint in front. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back to a down dog. And this can be really constructed. This can be really soft. Big bend in the knees, a little easy sway side to side. And we'll tuck the chin into the chest, roll it out to a plank pose. Nice to lift in the upper back and keep the lower belly in so the abs are working here. Take another big inhale, lift it right back to your down dog. And soften your heels back in. Just a few more times, rolling it back out to your plank pose. Inhaling, lifting it back up to your down dog. And then one more round of this, just however you'd like. Nice little roll out, nice little sway here side to side or forward and back. And then we'll inhale, lift the hips back to a down dog and take a walk up to the top of the mat. Keep things really nice and easy going. Take your time, maybe little baby steps or just some slow steps. Folding over your legs. Keep a big bend in your knees so your belly can lay on your thighs here. You can just rock a little bit side to side, maybe catching opposite elbows. And then we'll roll this up to stand. Nice big inhale as you get up to the top. And exhale, fold over your legs. We'll go ahead and lean into the hands, stepping it back to a down dog, just nice and easy as we go. Another little sway. So even in your down dog, keep your lower belly tucked in, even as you're lifting from the tailbone, so you get that nice flat back. We're not like over curving or kind of rounding out here. Just a nice lift from the tailbone. Tuck your chin into your chest, roll it out to a plank pose again. We'll lift over to this left hand. You can drop this bottom knee if you'd like, rolling open side plank. Big couple rounds of breath here. And then we'll come right back through the middle. Taking it over to the right hand. You can drop your right knee. Roll open to your left hand. Nice big reach. You can just hang out here for a moment. Then we'll come right back through the middle. And drop your knees. Drop your hips. Bend into your elbows a whole lot. So you drop all the way down to the belly. And release your fingertips behind your tailbone. Inhale, roll open through your chest. Just breathe and sway a bit here. One more big inhale to open up. And then exhale right back down to the mat. Plant your palms, roll your shoulder blades down your back. Neck is nice and long for a little baby cobra or a small upward facing dog. And then exhale, soften back in. Just another one of these of your choice. You can come up through the hands, or if a Sphinx pose feels better in the lower back, bringing the elbows underneath the shoulders. Inhale your chest through your shoulders wherever you're at, and drop back down to the mat and shift it back to a child's pose. Knees can stay close, or if it feels a little bit nicer in the hips, take your knees as wide as your mat and soften the belly down between for just a few breaths. When you're ready, we'll go ahead and crawl it back out to all fours. Roll through whatever feels nice in your spine. Lower back's feeling a little sore today, so I'm just going to give it a little extra rolling around. And then I'll tuck my toes, lift the hips back to a down dog. Take another walk back up to the top of the mat. You can take that little bear crawl, little lean to one side, unweighting the other side. Fold over your legs again at the top. Roll it up to stand when you're ready. And then exhale, fold right back over your legs. This time, lean towards your right leg. Set this left leg all the way back to a low lunge. So I'll go ahead and switch sides here. Sink into your hips nice and deep, a nice little sway here. If you have blocks, you can always use blocks around the foot. Drop that back knee when you're ready. Maybe keep it low or start to open it up just a bit. Just getting that left hip crease stretched out. If you want to press through your hands and roll up into your chest, just keep the lower belly in for a little extra support. And then we'll drop back down to the mat, tuck your toes, lift your hips right up and over this right leg so we're coming into this pyramid pose. You're going to have a big bend in your knee, kind of like mine is, if that feels a little bit nicer. And we'll bend into this right knee, lean toward the left hand, roll open, big twist. And drop your fingertips, lean toward the left, come back to a plank pose. From here, shift over to your right hand, make the feet just stand stacked. Reaching open to the left arm, keep lifting from this left hip nice and high. We'll exhale, come back through the middle, taking it over toward the opposite side, rolling open with your right hand. Nice big breaths. Then come back through the middle, dropping your knees, dropping your hips, maybe staying lifted just a bit as you come into your upward facing dog cobra. Take another big breath to fill up here, and then we'll move back through child's pose once again. Exhaling, just sink in here. When you're ready, we'll come back through all fours, just moving through whatever feels nice to tuck the toes and lift the hips back to your down dog. This time we'll take another walk up to the top of the mat. Nice little easy forward fold once you get there. Rolling it up to stand. Nice. And coming right back over your legs. This time, lean toward your left leg. Let this right leg step back, low lunge. So this might feel different on the side, in which case, just follow how it feels on the side. You can drop that back knee. Maybe open up through your chest again. Nice little bit of support in the lower belly. Arms might reach up, or you can take a twist. And then we'll bring both fingertips around this left foot, lifting your hips right up and over the left leg. The hamstrings are a little bit sore. You can ground this back heel and kind of crawl inside the legs, or bend into the knee, share a little bit of weight between that front and back leg. Then we'll lean toward the right hand, roll up into the left hand, big twist, and lean toward the right as you come back to a plank pose. Just another easy little sway. We'll just hold and breathe here in your plank pose. Nice little softness. Look, I'm noticing things about my own yoga practice as I'm doing this video. So I see my butt's lifted a bit high. So I'm going to tuck my lower belly in. I can already feel my belly working a little bit more here, like this. Shift it toward your left hand, roll open right hand. And then exhale, come through the middle. Shifting to the right hand, roll open to your left. And back through the middle to the left. And back through to the right. Nice big lift. Drop your knees, hips, belly, and chest. Roll open through your upward facing dog. And then move through your down dog, or through your child's pose into your down dog. Nice little sway. Take another walk up to the top of the mat. Nice little forward fold here. And roll it back up to stand. Big breath up. Exhale. Just sink through the middle. Maybe take a roll around, shift a bit. Notice how you're feeling in your body here. Then we'll take another big breath up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, a little half lift. Lean toward the right foot. Set your left foot back to a low lunge. This time we'll inhale up to a high lunge. And then sink in here for a nice little easy roll in the hips, getting cozy. Take a big breath up to the top. Exhale, sink back in. Another big breath up. Exhale, right back in. One more big breath up. Then we'll drop both fingertips around this right foot. Lift your hips right up and over. We'll shift toward this left hand. Roll open through your right hand for a nice little twisted triangle. Grounding your left heel, slide your right hand down and open to an open triangle. So it wasn't very graceful, but we're just gonna send the hand maybe up to the shin, even if we need a little bit of space. Reach back through your left hand, inhale, fill up. Exhale out, warrior two. Take a big breath up to the top. Exhale. A big inhale lifts you. And sink it right back in. Just another big lift. And right back out. Tip down your back leg. And then we'll send both fingertips around this right foot and move it back to a down dog. You can even sweep this right leg up if you'd like. Roll around. Tuck your chin into your chest, roll out plank pose. Drop through an upward facing dog if you'd like. And then come back through child's pose into your down dog. And we'll take another walk up to the top of the mat. You can always be jumping or stepping or floating here too if you prefer. Then we'll roll it back up to stand. Maybe reach up at the top. Exhale, right over your legs. Inhale, lift up enough you can lean toward the left leg. Step this right leg back. Inhale, fill up to the top. And then sink in here. Another big breath fills you up. Exhale, right back in. One more big breath up. And then bring both fingertips around this right foot. Lean over toward the right hand, or left foot, excuse me. Roll open with your left hand. Then ground this back heel. Slide yourself down. Keep the belly into the spine so we come up twist or open triangle. Bend into your right knee, or left knee. I'm mirroring, but I'm not this time. So left knee is forward. Right toes are turned in just slightly. Take a big breath all the way up to the top. And then just sink back in. We'll fill right back up again. And soften in here. One more big breath. And sink in. Tip down your back leg, reverse. And then we'll take both fingertips around this left foot. Take it back to a down dog, however you'd like. Open up a bit here. And soften your heels down just to sink in. Tuck your chin into your chest, roll out to a plank pose. You can always just drop your knees, drop all the way down to your belly and chest, and then press through your hands, open up a little baby upward facing dog. When you're ready, we'll come down to the ground, take it back up plank. Nice little easy sway here. This time, maybe shift over towards your left hand, stack the feet, reach up through your fingertips. You can even take a little tree pose. Then we'll come right back through the middle. Keep a little sway going here. And take it back over to the right hand. Roll open through your left hand. Maybe take a tree. And come right back through the middle. Drop your knees. Let your elbows scrape your sides. Then come back up the top of your push-up. Do that 2 more times, coming all the way down to the ground. Inhale right back up. All the way down. Inhale, lift from your tailbone. Come back to your down dog. And just settle in here. Nice sway. We'll walk the hands back toward the feet at the back of the mat. Nice long head and neck the whole time. Drop your left fingertips. Roll open through your right hand. Nice little bend in this left knee. And then exhale. Come back through. This time inhale, open through your left hand. Exhale. Come back through. Roll it up to stand again. Arms reach up to the top. And then exhale, come over your legs. We'll take just a crawl out to your down dog. Looking back between your knees or your ankles. Lean toward your left leg. Roll open to your right leg. We're going to tap right knee over here toward this right elbow. And then take it right up and back. Tap your right knee toward your left elbow. Inhale, take it right up and back. Take it over toward the right side. Inhale. Exhale across. Inhale right back up. Step your right foot up in between your hands. Nice low lunge. I'm going to switch around. When you're ready, we'll press down. Inhale up to a high lunge and sink in here. Nice little roll. Take another big breath, lift up. Then ground your back heel. Roll out to a warrior two. Nice little sink into this right knee. If the arms get tired, shoulders get tired, you can just roll things around for a moment, then come right back out. Careful this knee is not dropping in. We're pressing out through this right knee. Back toe, especially back pinky toe, is nice and grounded. Take a big breath, fill up to the top. Exhale, sink in. Another big breath up. Exhale, right back in. One more big breath fills you up, pressing through the front toes. Sink it out, then inhale, tip down your back leg, big reverse. Right elbow comes to your right knee. Left arm softens overhead. You can roll it around here too if that feels kind of nice. Then we'll take another big breath up and out, warrior two. Tip down your back leg. This time we'll just curl through to a warrior three. Fingertips come forward, back that left thigh lifts. Could roll around here in your hips and belly. Then we'll hug the left knee into your chest. Roll it up to stand. Nice little squeeze. Inhale, fill up just a bit and take a nice little standing split. Maybe rolling around here. Step back through your left foot. Find your low lunge. Inhale up, high lunge. Then drop the palms. Come back to a down dog. Right leg lifts this time. Then we'll come out to a plank pose. Maybe right leg stays lift. Drop it through your elbows. Inhale, roll open. Nice little roll over one shoulder and the other shoulder. And then we'll come back through a child's pose. This time, just catch your breath. Sink in. If you want to drink water, grab a little drink of water. Again, my heat's on tonight, so no sweaty. It's a good problem. Let's come back into a down dog. Nice little bit of softening here. Sink through your heels, lift from your tailbone. Start to feel the legs stretching out just a little bit more, hamstrings stretching out. Let your shoulder blades not come in toward each other, but soften out and down your spine. Lean toward the left leg. Let it roll open here. And we'll take left knee to the left elbow and tap it right back up. Take it over across your body. Inhale. Exhale toward the left. Inhale right back up. Take it toward the right. Inhale toward the right hand as you set your left foot all the way through to a low lunge on the side. When you're ready, we'll roll up to a high lunge. If you get wobbly, no big deal. Just sink in when you're ready for it. Take another big breath, lift up. Then ground your right heel. Roll yourself out to a warrior two. Just nice and soft here. One more big breath fills you up to the top. Exhale, sink back out. Another just couple rounds of that. Lifting up and softening back in. One more round of this. Coming back out to a warrior two, then tipping down your back leg, belly stays in. Then take left elbow to the left knee. Let that knee come up and over the ankle, so shorten your stance if you need to. Right arm just reaches overhead or toward the ceiling. Take another big breath, fill up here. Exhale out. Inhale, tip down your back leg. This time, belly toward the left thigh. Curl your fingertips forward, right leg floats into the sky. Hug your right knee into your chest, rolling it up to stand. Nice little roll around here. Nice big squeeze. Drop your fingertips, roll open to that right leg. We'll set this right foot back to a low lunge. Press down, inhale up, high lunge. Drop your palms. Take this left leg right up and back. And roll forward, plank pose. Dropping through to an upward facing dog when you're ready for it. You can always drop the knees, bend into the elbows a little bit more here, or bring elbows underneath the shoulders. Take another big breath, open up, and then move back through a child's pose. Again, just resting, catching your breath. Nice, easy going. Tuck your toes when you're ready. Lift your hips back to a down dog. Take your right leg up, roll open to your right hip. We'll tap this right knee toward the right elbow. Just float it out here. Make a little shelf here if you'd like. Then we'll take the right leg up and back. And we'll send it across the body toward the left elbow. Maybe make a shelf here. Nice little twist. And take it right up and back. Set your right foot up in between your hands. Ground your left heel. Roll it out to a warrior two. Nice and cozy on your mat. Sink in here. We'll just breathe for just a few moments. If the arms get tired, you can always drop hands to the waist or drop it out and roll it around. Just coming back when you're ready. Let your pace of breath slow a little bit. Sink in for one more easy exhale. Then inhale, come out of this one. Exhale out, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to slide forward to a triangle pose. Just slide your right hand down your right leg to your ankle or your shin or to a block if you'd like. Then reach back through your left hand and then to your knee. Come up to stand. Exhale out, warrior two. Inhale, tip down your back leg. Taking it forward. One more easy triangle pose again. Rolling open through your left hand. When you're ready, we'll drop left hand inside the right foot. You can bring the feet a little bit closer. Lean over toward the left hand. Roll open right hand, easy twist. Then both fingertips come around this right foot. Find a little pyramid pose. Then put a bend in both knees. We'll rock it all the way out to a warrior three. Drop the left fingertips, roll up into the right hand, nice little twisted triangle. And then, twisted half moon. Drop your right fingertips, roll up into your left hand. We'll come all the way right back through, switching it out, twisted half moon, then rolling it open one more time, open half moon. Step back through your left foot, come back out, warrior two. Inhale, tip down your back leg. This time, crawling all the way forward to a warrior three. We'll hug the left knee into the chest, roll it up to stand. Once you've caught that knee, give it a little roll around. If you'd like to just find an easy tree here, bringing the foot to the thigh and pressing the thigh back into the foot. Keep the lower belly tucked in. Arms just really go wherever it feels really nice to you. The nice thing here is, it feels easy going just to float the arms around, just use them to keep your balance, whatever that looks like. Give this knee a nice little squeeze. Take a standing split, dropping your fingertips. Let that right leg float up, left leg float up. Then we'll step back to a low lunge. Press down, inhale up, high lunge. Drop your fingertips, take yourself back to a down dog. So if you'd like to take that right leg up and back again, you may. Then we'll roll it out, plank pose. Drop through an upward facing dog. And take it back to a down dog when you're ready for it. Sinking into your heels. Press away from the ground. Soften in here. Then when you're ready, we'll float this left leg all the way up and back. Roll open through your hips and belly. Tap left knee toward the left elbow, just floating it right out. Take it right back up again. And we'll take it over toward the right elbow. Just a nice, easy little floating it out. Take it up and back once more. Then set your left foot up between your hands. Ground your right heel. Roll out to a warrior two once again. When you're ready, just sink in. So we're going to just hang out here for another couple of breaths. Keeping the lower belly in. You can always bring the hand to the belly. Just kind of check where things are at. Make sure everything's in good shape. Nice and strong. Take a big breath all the way up to the top. Exhale out, warrior two. Reach down your back leg to reverse, and then we'll slide forward to a triangle pose once again. Just left hand down the left leg. Keep this right side body as flat as possible. Rolling open through your right hand. Then we'll drop right hand inside the left foot. You can shorten your stance. Roll on over and give a nice little twist. We'll open this up, or bring fingertips around this left leg. Once again, nice little forward fold. And we'll take a little rock forward and back. Coming out, warrior three. Back to that right thigh, lifting this time. Drop your right fingertips. Roll open through your left hand, twisted half moon. If hamstrings real tight like mine today, bend into your knee. You can continue to lift from the back of this thigh. Drop your left fingertips. Roll your hips open. Keep your belly in. Fingertips roll open. One more time on each side. Just rolling through whatever version feels nice. Also, a block might help under your right hand. And then rolling it open one more easy time. When you're ready, we'll step back to this right leg. Back out, warrior two. Tip down your back leg. And we'll crawl it all the way through this time to a warrior three, where we'll hug the right knee into the chest, roll it up to stand. Once you've got that right knee Give it a little squeeze. Maybe it feels nice to find a tree pose on this side. Ooh, if you lose your balance, no big deal. Maybe tap your toes. Get your hips in line with one another. Press the foot into the leg back into the foot. You can always bring hands to the heart if you like bringing all of your energy into the midline. It's a nice little reminder. Or arms can come overhead. When you're ready, give this knee a nice big squeeze. Take it to a standing split once more. And then step back, low lunge. Press down, inhale up to a high lunge. Drop your fingertips, taking it back to a down dog. Maybe lift that left leg up again. Roll it back out, plank pose. Roll it through whatever version of an upward facing dog or cobra feels really nice to you. The tops of the thighs are feeling sore, just roll a little bit side to side. Press through your hand, another big breath up. And come back through a child's pose. Catching your breath here for a moment. And when you're ready, we'll come back to a down dog. Nice and easy. Lift your right leg up and back, roll open hips and belly. Step your right foot up between your hands. Grounding your back heel, come back out to a warrior two. Take a big breath, lift up to the top. Exhale out. Inhale, reach back. And crawl it right back through to a warrior three. Left thigh lifts. Hug that left knee into your chest. And come back into an easy little tree pose. If it feels nice this time, you might take the peace fingers of the left foot, catch the big toe, and even just working elbow and knee together here are going to be really nice for balance. If you keep that resistance of them toward one another, you can start to press the foot forward, find a little stretch here, plug that hip back into the socket, and then we'll come right back through the middle. Roll it out toward the side, nice knees and hips, and start to press the foot forward, reaching open. One more time, we'll come right back through, give this knee a little squeeze, and take a standing split once again. If you're in a standing split, and it feels nice to bring some weight into the hands, and just rock a little bit forward and back. Maybe the top of this back thigh starts to reach up toward the sky. Rock forward and back, and meet back in a down dog when you're ready. Soften into your heels. Lean toward your right leg, let your left leg float open. Set your left foot up in between your hands. Ground your right heel. Roll out warrior two on your left side. Take a big inhale, reach down your back leg. Crawl back out to a warrior three. Nice and easy. Hug your right knee into your chest, rolling yourself up to stand. Find your balance. Keep that belly tucked in, that'll really help. And then find whatever balance pose feels nice. So maybe just a tree pose again. Maybe it feels nice to catch the big toe. Work the knee in toward the elbow. Maybe start to press it forward. It might be different on this side. We'll come back through the middle. Keep your balance however you like. That's what this hand is for. And you can press open here on this side. Then when you're ready, we'll hug this knee back in. Find a standing split. And if the legs get tired, shake them out for a second. If you're in your standing split, you can start to rock a little bit forward and back. Just leaning back, leaning forward. Just as long as you'd like. And then we'll meet back in a down dog. Just settling in here for a moment. Then drop your knees. Drop your belly back toward your thighs or send your knees wide. And let your belly drop between. When you're ready, we'll go ahead and crawl open from here. Arms reach up to the top. Exhale, drop your left hand behind. Keep your right hand lifted and we'll reach toward opposite fingertips. Just a nice big breath open through your chest. If it feels better to sit back to your heels here, that's perfectly fine. Nice big breaths. And then exhale. Come right back up to the top again. And exhale, drop your right hand back, left hand stays reaching up. You can sit back again if that feels nice. And then when you're ready, release all the way out. Crawl it back to your down dog. And from here, we'll take another walk, step, or jump all the way up to the top of the mat. Fold over your legs, and we'll roll it all the way up to stand. Nice, big breath up to the top. Exhale. Drop your fingertips behind your tailbone. Find a nice little forward fold. You're going to step your feet nice and wide here too. Nice little sway. And we'll drop the fingertips down to the ground. Take a little twist around this left foot. And release, coming through to the right foot. And then we'll come right between the feet. Heel toe the feet a little wider and drop into a squat. So just get a nice little roll through the hips. If the hips are feeling a little bit tight, you can just rock and roll a little bit forward and back, getting a little stretch. If you want to take a little crow practice, just sitting your hands about shoulder width in front. Inhaling to rock forward. Exhaling just to rock back. You can take a few rounds of that. Inhaling to rock forward. Maybe a hang out here. And then we'll come right back. This time, bring the fingertips behind the hips. And you know what we're going to do. We're going to do a little boat ride, a little boat pose. So hands can be behind the knees, or hands can be on the ankles, keeping the chest nice and open. We'll just come out to this boat pose and hold it here for a moment. This time we'll take it halfway out. Inhale, back up. Halfway out and back up. Out and up. Keep your chest as open as you possibly can. All the way out. Right back up. Out and up. You can float it along at your own pace if that feels a little bit nicer. Just taking your time. All the way out. Right back up. Take a hold of your ankles or behind your knees. You can stretch your feet out here. Nice little bit of stretch in the hamstrings, and we'll come back out to that boat pose. This time we're going to roll down toward the right side. Come right back up. So I'm going to face directly at you. Roll to the left side. Come right back up. Or to the right. Right back up. Nice little boat twist to the back and down and up. And just take your time. Have a little bit of fun with it. As much fun as you can have if you did yesterday's class with me. I know there was no sound. We did abs then too. So no big deal. You can always drop down to an elbow. Come right back up. Take it to the other side. Come right back up. This is not cheating. This is still really hard. Just a little bit more accessible. And right back. And to the left side. And right back. Woo! You can shake out the legs. And come back out, boat pose. So from here, we're going to just take a slightly different one. You can come forward, kind of shake your back out, round out, roll around for a moment. We've done these before, but it's been a while. So we're going to come out. We're going to take it to the right and back, to the left and back. We'll take it out and back and starburst and back. Good. To the right and back, left and back, halfway out and back, and starburst and back. Just a few more. To the right, to the left, halfway out. These are slow. And starburst. One more. To the right, to the left, halfway out, and starburst. You can hold this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Hug your knees in. Rock down to your back. You can take a little rock side to side or forward and back. Just loosening up the lower back again. Then we'll take a little rock right up and down to come to a standing forward fold, however it feels really nice to you. You can kind of massage out your back for a moment. And then let the head hang heavy. Shake your head no, nod your head yes. And we'll roll this all the way up to stand at the top. Nice big breath up. Drop your fingertips all the way down to the lower back, fingers pointing down. Bring your elbows toward each other. Just roll open through your belly and chest. And we'll come right back up and over the legs. Move it back to a down dog. Nice and easy. Checking the time here. Then when you're ready, lean toward the left leg floats open. Tap right knee to the right elbow. Swing it across the left elbow, back to the right, and send it all the way up. Take it over toward the left elbow, back to the right, send it all the way up. One more time each side, over to the right, left, right, and up. All the way across the left, back to the right, and up. Set your right foot up in between your hands. Ground your left heel, roll it back out to a warrior two. Softening here for a moment. Take a big inhale, lift up to the top. Exhale all the way out. Tip down your back leg, and we'll crawl it right back out to a warrior three. This time lean toward your left hand. Roll this right hand open, twisted half moon. If you want to catch your back foot, get a nice little stretch in the top of the thigh, you can. Then we'll come through the middle, dropping your right fingertips. Hug your left knee into your chest, catch your foot, and roll up with your belly and chest. Press your foot into your hand. We'll come right back out one more time, warrior three. Hugging that left knee into the chest. Roll it out to a tree pose. And we'll just settle in here. Catch your breath. Find a place of stillness. If you'd like, you can take one more little roll around, maybe catching the toes, taking it out front or to the side. Then if you want to, take this right hand over to the left foot, press the left foot forward, roll that left hand back. Come right back through the middle, give it a nice squeeze, and take a standing split one more time. You can take a little rock forward and back again here, if that feels nice to you. We'll just meet back in a down dog. Whew. Catching your breath once again. Tuck your chin into your chest, roll it out to a plank pose. Drop toward the right hand, roll left hand open. You can step this foot back behind you too, if you like, and lift from the pelvis, getting a nice little reversal. Lower belly still stays in. We'll come back through the middle. Drop your knees, hips, belly, and chest. Come right back up. Take it toward the left hand. Maybe stack the feet or step that right foot back behind. Pelvis. We'll take it back through the middle. Drop knees, hips, belly, and chest. And take it back to a down dog. And drop through to a child's pose for just a moment. Sink back in. Then we'll come back to a down dog, tucking your toes, lifting from the tailbone. Lean toward the right leg, left leg floats open, roll open. We'll tap left knee to the left, swing it back to the right, back to the left, and all the way up. And we'll take left knee across the right. Inhale to the left, and right back up. One more time each side. Just swinging across, back to the left and all the way up. And one more time across the body. Open it up, send it right back. Set your left foot up in between your hands, ground your back heel. Out to warrior two once again. Inhale, lift up to the top. Exhale, out, warrior two. Then inhale to tip down your back leg, crawling it forward to your warrior three. When you're ready, if you're starting to get tired, it's okay to tap the toes, get yourself set, and then open them. We'll take another twist, leaning toward the right hand. If you want to catch the foot, kind of roll around here. Then we'll drop the left hand. Maybe the knee comes into the chest, and you can catch the foot rolling open. Then we'll go ahead and drop it off, squaring the hips off. Roll yourself right back up to stand again. Right knee into the chest, and find your warrior tree pose. Or catching the toes and rolling around if you'd like. Woo! A little sweaty here today. Some days it might just feel nice to hang out here. You don't have to take that twist on the side, only if it feels good. No side has to be the same. Hug this right knee into the chest. Take another standing split. Maybe just hang out, taking your handstand practice again. And then we'll move it back to a down dog. Sinking your heels for another breath. Tuck your chin into your chest. Roll toward your left hand, roll open your right hand. Set that foot back behind if you'd like. Lift from the hips, rolling open here. And we'll come right back through the middle, taking it toward the right hand, stepping that left foot back behind if you'd like, and rolling open. And we'll come right back through the middle. Drop your knees, drop your hips, belly, chest. Come back up to the top. Just 2 more, all the way down to the ground. Inhale right back up. One more time, all the way down. Inhale right back up. Then drop your knees, shift back. Child's pose. Woo! We're gonna wind things down from here. So just let yourself rest for a moment. Oh, I've got an appearance by Henry. This is my cat. I might have to let him out of the room here in a moment. When you're ready, we'll come back up to sit. We're gonna get a little belly opener, chest opener here. So as we come all the way up to sit on the knees once again, hey bud. We'll take a nice big inhale, reach open through the fingertips. Drop your right hand. You can either drop it to the lower back if this feels a little bit nicer, or you can bring right hand to the heel and roll open through the left hand. Nice big breath. And then sit back into the hips, come back through the middle. Another big breath up to the top. Drop your left hand, roll this right hand open. We'll sit back into the hips, come right back up. Open up again if you want to take both hands. Drop your right hand. And then open up through the chest. Drop your left hand, maybe the head goes. Keep your lower belly into your spine here. Then we'll sit back into the hips and just roll this one right back up. You can take one more round on this side if it feels nice. Keep breathing the whole time. Nice little sway. And this time we'll come right back up, move back out to all fours, and take a little roll around here. Just getting cozy in the back and spine one more time. Then tuck your toes, lift your hips back to a down dog. We'll take a walk up to the top of the mat, walking your hands toward your feet, folding right up and over. Roll yourself up to stand again. One more big breath up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, take a little half lift, step this left foot back, and heel toe your right foot outside your right hand, dropping the back knee when you're ready. I'm gonna switch sides so I'm nice and open to you all. Hello, Henry. You gonna do some yoga with me? You gonna help me? So you can just hang out here for a few moments. If you'd like to drop down, let's see if I can get it. You gonna hang out? Is that where you're gonna be? You can bring your elbows down inside this foot if that feels nice. If you can grab for this back foot, just lean on over, catching the right foot with the or left foot with the right hand. Nice little roll around. You got it, bud. And we'll drop the fingertips. And we'll heel toe that right foot all the way over toward the left hand to move in toward a pigeon pose. So just hang out here in your pigeon, however it feels cozy. And if you have that blanket nearby you this time, if that hip is feeling a little bit tight, I'm just gonna bring it up underneath the right hip just to kind of give a little bit of support. You might find a little bit more opening here. You can grab your block if you have one, or a blanket that you can kind of wad up a little bit, and you can bring it underneath the elbows or underneath the forehead in front as well. So just soften in wherever you're at. Even if you stack up your fists here, you can start to bring a little bit of attention to that third eye point. Maybe rolling your forehead a little bit side to side, stimulating that bundle of nerves between the eyebrows. Settling in here again. When you're ready to open up from here, we'll crawl this one up. Nice little bit of opening. You can catch that back foot, or maybe just reach back toward it. Nice idea, but we don't need to do it today. Then we will move anything out from underneath the hips, lean toward that right side, and come back around to all fours. Move back to your down dog, however you'd like. Big inhale up. And we'll take another walk all the way up to the top of the mat. Folding over your legs at the top. We'll roll it all the way back up to stand. Nice big breath fills your head up. Exhale, fold up and over. Lean toward the left foot. Set your right foot all the way back. Then heel toe this left foot to the left edge of the mat. Drop your back knees when you're ready. And just settle in on this side. It may feel a little bit different. Maybe blocks are good to use on this side. Just bringing elbows down to them. Nice long neck wherever you're at. You can always reach back around for that back foot if you'd like. Just grab that towel again, maybe or a towel or blanket. Maybe roll it up and just make a little resting place for yourself. Just breathe in here again. Stay down if you want to roll it around or crawl it around. Give yourself just a few moments. You can reach for that back foot and catch it again, or just hang out, reaching back. And we'll lean over toward this left side, bring the left foot in, and move it back to a down dog. Just one more time. One more round of breath. Maybe pedal through your hands and feet in this down dog. And we'll take another walk back up to the top of the mat. Maybe even little tiny baby steps. Folding right up and over. Roll it up to stand one more time. Really savoring each move. Arms reach over your legs once again. Lift up just enough. You can open up a little bit of space. Heel toeing your feet a little wider. And you can take another crow pose if you would like to, if you've been working on crow. Maybe it feels nicer just to open up to one side and the other side. We'll come all the way back to the hips. Send this right leg out to the side. Keep this left foot tucked in. We'll drop this right hand down in between, or down inside the leg, reach up into the left arm. And just hobbling on over, get a nice side body stretch here. You can always bring a block back in, or maybe that blanket again. Make a little bit more space for yourself. Maybe catch the leg and roll it around. And if you want to fill up just enough, you can start to square up over this right leg. You can just fold yourself right up and over. And if this hamstring's a little bit tight still, just bring that blanket up underneath and soften forward. Let your forehead rest wherever you can. Nice big breaths into your back. And we'll roll up from here. Just taking it over to the other side when you're ready. Left leg sends it all the way out. Just find the version of this that feels nice to you. Nice big breath up through that right hand and topple through. You can stay open. You don't even have to be down this low. You could just be pressed open here. There might be enough in your side body. Just take what really does it for you. And take it slow. Take big, big breaths in. And exhale. Sink just a bit further. Then if you want to roll it down, you can always square up the chest. Maybe put that little bit of softness behind the knee again. And then we'll crawl back over that left leg. And just settle in. Give yourself some time to wind down, to really relax and rest. I think many of our minds have been going about 1,000,000 miles an hour lately. There's a lot of stress in the air. So doing these videos for yourself at home is a nice way of just really giving yourself a little bit of time to relax, to let the brain really calm down, to let the body sort of integrate and process what's happening. When you're ready, we'll come up out of this one and just take a forward fold of your choice. So you could send legs wide to a straddle, you could send feet straight out in front, or you could take a nice little cobbler's pose here with the feet together. You can always pop the toes, I'm a big fan. Catch hold of the ankles to roll open here. And then just take a forward fold of your choice, whatever feels really nice. And if one of these doesn't feel good, just switch it up. Let your belly lay on your thighs if you're taking feet together. Nice long head and neck. Can roll around a bit. And when you're ready, we'll roll up from this one. Just catch your hands behind your knees wherever you're at, and we'll roll it all the way down to the back. Nice and soft in the lower back. Hug your knees into your chest and rock it out. We'll send this left leg long, keeping this right foot all the way, or right knee all the way in, and just give yourself a nice little squeeze. You can keep your foot flexed like I'm doing, or just let it relax, and maybe try both and see if that changes your stretch at all. Just take your time rocking it around. Then we'll send left knee over toward the right knee over to the left side of the body, and let this right hand roll open. So rather than like making a twist out of this one, let the body twist itself. Send this right shoulder down toward the mat and let this right knee just follow over toward the opposite side. And then we'll inhale, come back through the middle. Nice little squeeze. And send that right leg long, hugging the left knee in. You can rock it out toward your shoulder and toward the heart. Get a nice little bit of rolling around here. If this leg wants to fly up, you can always just bring the hands toward this other thigh. Then we'll take it all the way across the body for another easy little twist. Then look toward the fingertips for a little bit more. And we'll come right back through the middle. Another little squeeze. You can bring your hands outside your feet, stirruping the feet. We'll bring the knees down around the sides of the body, keeping the lower back flat on the mat. So just a nice little rock here side to side. You can straighten out through one leg or the other leg if that feels nice. Just take your time. Then we'll go ahead. We're going to take a few variations. Let your feet come down toward the hips, nice and close. And we'll take a little bridge. So now's a nice time to have your blanket or your block, and I'll show you how to use them. So, keeping it real easy, we'll press into the feet, roll the hips up toward the ceiling. If you want a little bit more, we'll roll the shoulder blades toward each other down the back, and just get a nice little lift here. If you have a block, you can place your block right underneath your lower back, kind of right at the tailbone, and you'll get that nice little lift there. If you'd like to keep it even softer, we'll just bring that towel underneath, or blanket, excuse me, underneath the tailbone and just drop down. And it's a very subtle little lift, but it's still a bridge. You might start to feel things relaxing a little bit. If the knees want to flop out, instead let them flop in toward one another, just resting there. If you'd like to take another bridge or work on a full wheel, that might feel kind of nice. Be rolling all the way up to the tops of the shoulders, pressing into your hands. Keep your lower belly into your spine and take a nice little roll around if you'd like. Breathe here as long as you'd like. And then we'll drop right back down to the tops of the shoulders and roll all the way down to the mat. You can send your knees over to one side and the other side. Nice little windshield wiper. And then we're just going to take one more little chest opener. So you can stay in full Shavasana if you don't have any props you'd like to use. But if you have that blanket again, we're going to roll it up and we're going to send it long ways underneath our back. So we'll bring the base of it right at the waist, and then just let the shoulders roll back, chest roll open. Find a comfy place for the knees to rest. And we'll just breathe here for a few moments. If you get tired here, you can move into a Shavasana instead. But just let your breath go easy. Just soaking up all the work we did, letting it integrate into your body. Let your breath be easy and natural. If you notice you're holding tension anywhere, take a slightly deeper breath into that place. And then exhale, release any remaining tension. Just a few more rounds of breath here. And start to deepen the breath into your body when you're ready for it. Maybe the inhales start to roll you a bit. Wiggle the fingers and toes, and then roll you off to the right side of your body. Left side's just up. For one more moment of relaxation. And then when you're ready, we'll press into that hand and come back to sit. For just one more round of breath all together. Letting your hands rest on your knees or in your lap. Nice big inhales. Most relaxing exhales. Just floating with yourself, however it feels right. On your next big inhale, we'll take the fingertips out to the side, reach all the way up overhead. Then exhale, bring the thumbs back down to your heartbeat. Take a big breath, fill up all together. And then sigh it right back out. Just a few more times, big inhale. Total release. One more time. And right back out again. This time bowing your head to your heart. Namaste. Woohoo! You made it! That was almost as intense, I feel, as doing that in person. I don't know about you. Once again, we got yoga hair, so that's always a good sign. We've got someone here. Is that Pat? Hi, Eden. Hi, Pat. I'm glad you joined. Whoever else joined, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to move here so you can see me a little bit more. So we don't have Wednesday night class normally, so just like normal. And Thursday night, we will be here to do our Strala Relax class at 7:15, just our regular time. I'm hoping that there's some way I can archive these videos on my channel. I haven't figured that out yet. I've never live streamed before yesterday, so this is a learning process. Thanks, Paul. But if you get on here like a little bit before, I can set this up like right at 7:15 like we did. Woohoo! Oh, you guys, this makes me so happy. Thank you, Eden. I'm glad the audio worked this time. I think it was my headphones yesterday when I tried doing the headphone thing. It messed everything up. And Lucy, I'm glad to create this space for everyone. This feels good for me too, because it's like, man, not seeing you guys is like really big. It's really probably the most unfortunate thing about my immediate life in this situation so far. Cool. Yes, Paul. I made a post on my Instagram. I will ask the summit to also post about it so that people know. But if you're watching this video right now and you're not part of our normal group, Mondays at 6:15, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:15. No, Eden, it wasn't just your cat. Paul told me that he couldn't hear me either yesterday. So it was on my end, and I'm glad at least we figured it out. So that's really exciting. But yeah, take care of yourselves. Be safe. If you know anyone else, precisely, this too will pass. But in the meantime, if you know anyone else who wants to take or who would like to do some yoga classes, I mean, it's free yoga right now, so they can just tune right in here. And I'm going to keep kind of working on my setup so that you can see me maybe a little bit better, like without this lamp on and everything. So I'm going to go eat dinner, pasta tonight. So take care of yourselves, eat lots of healthy food, take your supplements, wash your hands, hold some love for yourself and our planet and each other. Do some meditation, take advantage of this time to stay inside and do some more internal things. And if you have my phone number, well, first of all, I'm working this week, so grocery stores don't close down, so you can come see me there. But also, you can just send me a text and we can chat. And if you want some good supplements, come see me at Natural Grocers and I'll hook you up. So thank you, Paul. I'm glad everything worked out this time. It makes me so happy. Thank you for your feedback yesterday too and letting me know that had happened. Otherwise, I would never realized. So, okay, I'm gonna go eat dinner. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow or Thursday. See you then.